guys, this is Lisa with your Lyrical Aspirations inspirational message. Well, today I want you to promise me that you will stop letting people get under your skin and live rent-free in your brain. See, we have to understand that we are 100% in control of not letting people get to us. See, nobody can pull the trigger on you unless you give them the gun. And so today I want to talk about how you can avoid giving the gun to these difficult people in your lives to give them the ability to trigger you. Now, when we talk about the difficult people in our lives, the very first thing that we have to stop doing is talking about it, right? We have to stop talking about how miserable this person is to us. See, the more that you talk about something, the more life you give it. So the more that you talk about this difficult person, the more present they remain in your life, whether that be just in your mind, in your thoughts, or in your physical being. And so we have to stop giving life to negativity. That's key. And when we kind of think about that as stop giving life to negativity, there's another thing that we have to do when dealing with these people, and that is stop creating false scenarios in our minds about these people. Now, what I mean by that is, have you ever had a whole argument with somebody, but that person wasn't even present? I'm talking about you have already had the confrontation. You already know what their replies are going to be, what your replies to their replies are going to be, and on and on and on. You've had this entire scenario that you've now worked yourself up about, but it actually wasn't even real. See, when you allow your mind to create negative experiences such as this, you just perpetuate the already negative feelings that you have about that person. And you can really control your thoughts and where you take them. You don't have to have a full-blown argument with somebody. Let's think about that for a minute. Let's just say that you sit there angry for 20 minutes and have a full-blown fake argument with somebody, right? What could you have done in that 20 minutes that would have benefited you and your life or your goals or whatever it is? I mean, you could have done anything else other than that, right? But you chose to have a fake scenario. So let's just make sure that we're not creating these, because all it's doing is fueling the negativity within us. All right, now, another thing that we have to do with difficult people, and I don't know, this one might be difficult for some, is we have to start being grateful for the lessons that we learned from that person. So what I mean is, let's say that somebody is just very selfish in your life, really self-absorbed, right? And you're looking at them and you're frustrated by it. But truthfully, if you look at it, this person is giving you the exact kind of playbook of how not to be in relationships. And so you can be very thankful to them and say, you know what, I never want to make somebody feel the way this person made me feel when I had a conversation with them. It's too tiring, it's too tedious to be a part of their lives because it's all about them, right? And so really you've learned a lesson from them that is going to help you be a better friend, a better partner, a better coworker, or whatever the situation is. And so we have to keep in mind that if we start to kind of shift our minds to this positive, grateful type mindset, even with the difficult people in our lives, then we are fueling positivity. And negativity and positivity can't coexist. And so you can either have positivity fuel positivity, or you can have negativity fuel negativity. But I'm here to let you know that that's all your choice. Now, outside of all of these things that I've talked to you about, the one thing that we may all struggle with in our relationships, and maybe it's because we want acceptance, is we need to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. And I say and maintain because it's easy for us when somebody makes us upset to say, you know what, don't treat me like that, okay? But then if you keep letting them back in and they keep doing the same behavior, you keep letting them back in, they keep doing it over and over again. Are your boundaries really that clear? Do the people in your life really know what your boundaries are? Because the truth of the matter is that some people can do you dirty for an entire year. And then all of a sudden, when you're ready to walk away, they want to act right for 1 week. And now all of a sudden they gave you an inch and you're running a mile for them and you're coming right back. Well, all that did was teach that individual that you may have boundaries, but the lines are not clearly established, and that they can cross them anytime that they want to, as long as they show you some good behavior for a short period of time. And so it's very important that we understand what our boundaries are and that we stick to them, and that we let people know that, hey, I'm not afraid to walk away from this situation if you continue to cross them. And then guess what people are either going to do? They're either going to walk away or they're going to stop crossing your boundaries. Now, when we talk about boundaries, there's two different kinds that we need to keep in mind. You have physical boundaries and you have conversational boundaries. Now, physical boundaries are simple. I don't want you in my presence. You're not going to know where I am. You might block somebody. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. Don't speak to me. Don't even look at me. Physical boundaries, right? Conversational boundaries are probably what we utilize or need to utilize more frequently. A conversational boundary is just knowing who to talk to about certain things. If you continue to go to somebody in your life and tell them about a dream or a goal that you have, and all they do is shoot it down and make you feel like garbage afterwards, guess what? They're probably not the person that you need to be talking about your dreams or goals with, right? If we continue to go back to that person, knowing that every single time they give feedback, it makes you feel like garbage, well, the more and more that that person makes you feel like garbage, it's kind of on you at that point, because you did not set a conversational boundary with this person to say, I'm not going to talk about this stuff with this person, period. Not today, tomorrow, next week, next year, next month, whatever. You have to set those boundaries with people and stand strong beside them. Now, outside of all these things that we've talked about, I just need to caution you of one thing. And that is, if you find yourself continuously saying that every single person in your life is difficult, well, then I want you to truly consider that you may be the difficult person in that situation, right? And so when we are talking about difficult people and, setting boundaries and things of that nature, it is highly important that you not only set the boundaries, but that you do self-introspection to make sure that you are not the person that truly needed the boundaries set for yourself. All right, so we have to be fair with the people in our lives and understand that our behaviors affect them just like they affect our behaviors or our feelings or our emotions or whatever it may be. So again, if you consistently feel like everybody in your life is difficult, then I would say out of everybody in your life that's difficult, you are the only common denominator. All right, well, with this said, I just want to make sure that you guys go out here. You stop letting people get under your skin. You start focusing on things that make you happy, that feel positive, and that feel good. And let go of all those negative things. Make sure that you are making every single day count and not wasting the minutes or the hours on individuals that just are living rent-free in your brain. All right, well, I want you to go out here, make this an amazing week, month, and year, and make sure that you come back and check me out.